This is
It didn't happen.
Have you seen that replay, buddy?
All right, man, I'm done talking to you.
You can't be done talking to me right here facing you.
I back. Trust me, I back.
Dana! 60 G's, baby!
But I'm not impressed by your performance.
It's normal. Come on, guys. It's normal.
You'll do nothing. You'll do nothing.
I'm the man of the hour, Joe. Too sweet to be sour. What you see is what you get, and what you don't is better yet. I'm the women's pick. I'm the men's regret. And if you win against Chael Sonnen, you made a bad bet.
I don't have much left to say other than you have seen nothing yet.
What's going on, Fight Week Show fans, Fight Week Show people? Then we are back with another episode of Don't Stop Shakedown. And joining me doing it this week is my bro McDane. We got Sterling in the house. We got MMA normally in the house. Cracking in the house right here. We got crossover MMA. And last but not the least, we got Kick 'em in the head. Keith, how's everybody doing, man? Let's go, McDane. We'll start with you, brother.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Glad to make it to the show after we didn't think we were going to be here. But let's fucking go, boys. We've got a full panel and I'm ready to rock and roll. Fresh trim, all the rest of it. You know what I mean? Fox
Yeah, man. I know that energy burnt out. Sterling's here right there, man. Sterling, is your eardrums back? How you doing, my guy?
Son, listen to me. I'm back. I'm locked and fucking loaded. Just got off the interview with EFC lightweight. Fucking Adrian, son of Thunder Sanchez, should be charged with murder the way he does these men out here, son. So I'm pumped to be here with the boys. Like McDane said, it's a full panel. We got the Kraken in here. I like the American flag in the back. Let's get to it, boys.
Woo, we gonna get to it, but before we get to the American flag, let's get to the American shield. How you doing, Olin?
Oh, you already know, baby. I am always happy to be hanging out with the guys, with the fellas, talking MMA news. And man, again, I didn't think I was gonna be able to make it on the show as well, but we're here. And I think I'm going to have to hit up my barber and schedule a fresh cut for myself. I'm trying to keep up with McDane this week, guys.
Ooh. Right, yeah. Listen, some people say they're trying to keep up with McDane. It's about keeping up with Cross and Yao. You know what I mean? Look at them two bodies over there. But what about you, Kraken? How you doing, my brother? You good?
Hey, man, I'm ecstatic. Somebody got what they deserved. And, you know, my Team USA. I'm Team USA for the weekend. For the weekend,
Let's
I'm Team
go.
USA.
For the weekend, yeah, but we're gonna come back to that. Man. We're gonna come back to exactly what you're talking about there. But my bro Cross, how you doing, my brother? How you doing, man? Everything blessed?
And I'm doing well. You know, it's always good to get on here with the fellas, chop it up, interact with the chat, man. I'm excited, man. Let's get to it.
Yeah, man. And last but not least, Yao. Hey,
look, honestly, when you said you should check. When you said you should, the mute brother. Look, when you said you should check out Yao and Cross, I thought you meant that's because we're at the top of the table. But okay, yeah, do check us out. Shout out everyone. Dust Up Shakedown, as always. Good to be here.
That's honestly where I thought he was going with it too, and then he just went a bit too close. Yeah, I mean,
hey, sometimes you got.
Man's been watching WWE. He just went full John Cena on you guys.
Sometimes you gotta fly close to the sun, brother. You know what I mean? But hey, you know what? We just had the Ian Garry versus Pratis fight card, shall I say? So some of the
that was cold.
Bouts on there. Some of the
that was nasty work.
that was some of the bouts on there was incredible, man. We saw some fantastic finishes. I'm gonna come to you one by one around the table. You can go the same fight, so some stand out special to you. But we start. Let's stick with Keith. We'll go with Keith first. How about you, Keith? Let's go with you. What fight on the night disappointed you, or was you really happy with?
Why are you gay?
Start with disappointed. You know what I want to talk about? Look, the fight that caught me, and I think after this, I kind of went to sleep. I didn't really see much else. Was Cameron Simon because I had my dog of the week staked on that head cartwheel into the canvas. I couldn't believe how he got KO'd. It was unfortunate, and he was my dog of the week. So
I drew you out, bro.
Cut me up. Yeah, no. I know. Look at Aki all happy. Oh, look at the satisfaction. Look, that's disappointing. Other than that, Dan Yang.
Give me some
The
more,
joint.
baby.
This brother's fucking.
Do you think he's gonna unblock you now?
He's on the fucking. What is going on here? What is go- No, get everybody back to normal screen, man.
We're good.
Hey,
We're
Cross.
good.
Hey, Cross. What
Haram.
about you, man? Talk to us. What did you
For
feel
me,
on
for me, the biggest disappointment for me was the Michelle Pereira Abus Magomedov fight. Like, it just really disappointed. It didn't look like Michelle Pereira really wanted to be in there. But the fight that delivered is obviously the one my boy Kraken is hyped about. But Malcolm Wellmaker finishing Cameron Simon was phenomenal. I loved it.
And Kraken, you know, let's come to you, man. Which one made you happy? Like, that really made you feel like you could be rubbing your teeth the way you was rubbing your teeth. Which fight was that? Will tell the world.
Justice was served, you know. Justice was served, man. Like Cameron Simon hitting the Superman to the canvas, bro. Dude, look, it felt like that. He did the Superman, bro.
Fatality.
He did the Superman, man, and I was just like, oh, there is a God out there, and shout out to him, because you know everybody knows the arrogance that boy has been spitting out. You know, ever since his series got picked up by Mnet, which is like a channel in South Africa. Like, ever since he's just been that guy. Like, he's just been. And obviously he blocked me, so that kind of made it 10
What
times.
guy? What would you say he's been that guy? What do you mean by he's been that guy? Like, what do you mean? Like,
He's just been arrogant, bro. He's just been arrogant, you know. He's just been the guy to like, because every time he would fight, he was like on the Drickus cards, right? Every time he would fight, everybody would try to like link him up to Drickus, and obviously he got the hype from Drickus' hard work, but like I think he went to UFC when he was like what 5-0, you know. He should have just went to KSW or Bellator, you know, because he should have just done that. But like, hey man, his pain is my gain, so I'm gonna milk this shit. I'm gonna milk this shit.
What are you trying to say? Are you trying to say it's like Molly? Are you trying to say it's like Molly Meatball to Paddy Pimblett? And now he's not falling. She's not falling. Paddy Pimblett no more. Is that where you're going with this, brother?
Bro, the chickens have come home to roost.
Honestly, yeah.
But at least those two are friends, right? Like, are him and Drickus Du Plessis even homies?
Yeah,
bro. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. We're listening, brother. Stir it up.
Bro, you know how long I've been waiting for this? I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Bro, let me tell you something. So there was this boxing event that we went to, like the Kevin Lorena fight, you know, and it was like Kevin Lorena boxing card, bro. The whole CIT team was sitting at the front. They were all like merged up, you know, because like they have a fighter that was fighting SD Pipers, you know, everybody was wearing like an SD Pipers shirt. The only guy who was not wearing that shirt was Cameron Simon. He was all suited up. Bro was sitting at the back and in the general section. He was seated with us, the peasants. And you could see, man, like that dude didn't look like he saw Drickus. Obviously, dog, like he should be cool with Drickus. He shouldn't be like itching for pictures, you know? But like, what he did was he was like, oh, like it was like, you know, when you haven't seen like your long lost love in like a while. So I think they've been separating them motherfuckers. I think they've been separating them motherfuckers during training.
Oh,
like,
shit.
I swear to God, bro. Like he was all groupie on Drickus, and like even my homie Cheech, shout out to Cheech, and she was like, nah, bro, like I know human behavior, and that don't look like somebody who's like in the same fight camp as Drickus Du Plessis, bro. So come on, let me tell you, bro. I think that nigga's getting kicked out of gym, bro.
Hey, listen.
With what I'm
listen.
saying, it could simply be because he's got the
I mean,
rival
hold on.
motion now.
Yo,
Sorry, Trilogy, coming there.
hold on, yo. Because I want to redirect some of what Cracky is saying there back to you, yo, because you're tight with the CIT guys over there, bro. You know what I mean? You be showing up. They be sponsoring up all your shit. Like, tell us, Yao, man, what's going on?
Lawyer Yao. As soon as he mentioned CIT, Yao's asshole went.
Talk to us, Yao. What do you know?
You know, Conrad CRB accused me of the same thing, but it's not true. Look, I don't agree with his theory.
You are fake news.
His theory, I think it's very founded. It is founded because if you think about it, Cameron Simon just started versus his own promotion. Knox Dricus's energy drink sponsors the EFC, doesn't sponsor Cameron's promotion. There's definitely something happening. I don't know what, but something is happening, and I don't think they're in the same fight camp as Achi said.
So
sounds like a bit of a line in the sand.
So there's definitely something going on there between them lot. Definitely something going on there. Okay, Olin. I mean, we've just got the whole Cameron Simon CIT thing out of the way, but which bout on the card did you like, or which one disappointed you, brother?
I got to be honest. Outside of the main card, the Matt Schnell fight for me. I've been following his career since the MTV Caged reality show days, and it's just nice to see the kid get back in the win column. He's a really hard worker. Fuck off, McDan. No, he's a really hard worker. And yeah, I guess that was your dog of the week, huh, McDan?
It was.
Sorry to hear it. Don't bet against Louisiana, brother. Don't do it.
Crazy.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed that fight very much. And obviously my favorite fight on the main card was Rude Boy Randy Brown. That knockout was absolutely disgusting. Yeah. If you like MMA, if you want to show your friends who don't like MMA a fight, that's a fight to show them.
Broke that brother's nose, reset that shit, went through some adversity himself, and then just went, what?
Brother, if anything, I realized that I can save money going to the doctor to get my nose fixed and just go see Randy Brown. He does a great job resetting that stuff, huh?
Yep.
Hey, but shout out Nicholas Dalby.
Do me a favor?
Hey, Nicholas Dalby's
a dog, bro.
Dobby is the definition of a junkyard dog. And look, me and Crossover made the same exact joke. If they fought in Brazil and Randy Brown had even an ounce of Brazilian blood in him, that fight probably would have gone differently. Like, Dalby is a Brazilian killer. It doesn't make any sense. It's a bit of an MMA anomaly in itself, but he just beats Brazilians. And he beats them impressively in their home country. It's ridiculous.
Crazy.
Randy Brown's disgusting, though. That was just delightful to watch.
Sterling, what about you?
Well, that was definitely the one, Randy Brown right there. The one that got me down, y'all already know, man. Smith versus Zhang sucked to watch. That was rough. I had to sit there and have to watch my boy get dead up like that.
Did it though? Did it really though? Like, didn't you know? Like, everybody knew what was
Oh,
going
trust me, brother. It was like John Silva, Bryce Mitchell. I knew going in that I'm not gonna have a good chance here. I'm not gonna have a good time. But what made me have a good time was the tribute video. That was dope. It's pissing me off that everyone's crying about it, that he got one. I don't give a fuck if Stipe didn't get one. It's not my fucking problem. But Anthony Smith getting one was amazing, bro.
Tell us how you really feel, bro.
Well, everyone keeps that's the only comparison they keep putting it up to. And I'm like, how about Rob? They did it for Robbie Lawler. They just now really started doing it. So it's like, get off his cock and just enjoy the moment for it, you know? I don't know, man. My favorite.
You just made that up to suit your fucking annoyance. You know what I mean? They've literally just started doing it. Like, they haven't given props to fighters for years. Like,
yo, people could say all you do is learn about ESPN fucking ads, bro. Like,
I mean, I thought, bro, that nailed it though. He fucking nailed it with that video. Like, I swear to God, is that what's that? BK? The fuck BK?
Bro, and I saw some people that
was hilarious.
People were like, you replayed that. I was like, nah, Bubba, that's regular scheduled fucking commercials. There's only
one take, Timmy. That was one take.
That was one take, Bubba. But honestly, I guess the fight, Ian Garry Protez, was kind of impressive. It sucked. Ian Garry should have won in that last 50 seconds. What do you boys think?
Ian Garry lost that. I mean, sorry, Carlos Protez lost that fight on Fight IQ, bro.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
It was a fight IQ deficit, 1000%. It was not a skill deficit at all. He chased his opponent. He did not cut off the cage. He saved the gas in the tank because he was worried about gassing himself out going into the 4th and 5th round. I think because he wasn't throwing.
I would argue that there is a little bit of skill deficit as well as fight IQ deficit in there. He didn't know how to change up. Did he not know how, or did he just get stuck in a rut in the fluidity of Ian Garry? I don't know, but Ian Garry's performance was. I mean,
Ian deserves his flowers.
Was phenomenal. Like those first 4 rounds, like I said to you boys, the footwork, the circling out, not getting back. Every time he got close enough to that cage, he would step to the side, circle out, and take it straight back to the center. Yeah, I mean, it was.
And the thing
the combinations, bro. Oh,
dude, the way that he opened the fight, you knew he had the right game plan. Like he came out there, instantly started kicking, even though he saw Prates was guarding. He started kicking his power hand. That takes away power. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you've ever sparred and you've blocked a kick, even if you block it properly, if someone's putting heat on those kicks, your punches are now pulling less steam for you. I promise you.
I think only about 3 of us picked Ian Garry. And
I had Garry all day in that.
And I was looking at it thinking, everybody that didn't pick him, like, did you guys see this guy fight Jeff Neal? Like, he was going to use the same system. Stay away from them power hands, circle all around, and jab him the fuck out from the outside.
He did all that and still almost got finished too. Now let's not act like he didn't almost get finished in the 5th round.
That's my biggest issue with the fight, though, Cross. That's my biggest issue with the fight. And shout out Fight Night Frankie.
What's up, Frankie?
My biggest issue with the fight is that, Cross. Like I feel like if he would have fought the way he did in round 5, starting the fight, the complexion of the fight would have been entirely different.
100%.
But also something McDane said, like you said, was it the footwork of Ian Garry and the fluidity of Ian Garry that was catching him off guard? A lot of people that have fought people like Anderson Silva or Israel Adesanya, they constantly say the word mesmerize, right? Like I let myself be mesmerized by his movement. Carlos Prates was fucking mesmerized by his movement, bro. And I think we all were. It was like, it was tough to see because he systematically shut him down. Like Ola said, it was a system.
He did the same thing. I was working the Jeff Neal fight. He did the same shit to Jeff Neal.
I was working Sunday morning. I literally avoided all socials for days until that shit was up on Fight Pass. I mean, it was literally yesterday morning at 5 a.m. I was getting to work early because we had some stuff going on. I was the only one there and some contractors, and they were late. So I'm sitting on my phone. I was like, I'm going to check, see if it's on there yet. And every time I go on it, I'd see something pop up with their face, or you guys would share something. And I was like, I wouldn't even look at it, and I'd put it away. And I saw the fight was on there, and I started watching it, and I was just sitting in my car like, holy shit. Like, Ian Garry was fucking phenomenal, boys.
He did his thing. Even if you're not a fan, you got to admit he did his fucking thing.
We talked about the leg kicks because obviously it was going to be like southpaw. You know what I mean? Like, how's that going to work? He won't be able to go for the outside leg kick, and I was like, he's going to have to go for the inside leg kick. Like me and Cross were talking about this the other day, and bro, he utilized that like hell too. Like, and changing the levels, even just threatening the takedown. And one thing Prates did really do well was defend those takedowns. He only got took down, but that was the other thing as well. When Ian did land the takedown, they were smooth entries, bro. Like, he's an absolute stud. Even the way that he would get in on the single leg, he would wrap the leg and then he'd twist away to the opposite angle. I was like, holy shit! Like, dude,
what he did there was, for me, was very impressive, but I expected it. I expected that part of Ian Garry's game. And look, shout out to Prates. He's still on the come up. He's still on the come up. And he's going to do some bad things to some individuals. It's just a case of learning from this experience here with the fighter like Garry and implementing that in his game plan moving forward. Because I really do think he's very, very talented. But he's definitely got to learn fast if he wants to move up the rankings. But for me, I mean, nobody speaks on women MMA like I do. I love them 2 women that fought on them cards there. I love Jocelyn Edwards.
Same.
Jocelyn Edwards surprised.
You had your chance. Yeah, this fight that I'm talking about were better than Power Slap, bro. Yes, Kraken, I said it. Yeah, this fight here are better than Power Slap, brother. When you see Jocelyn Edwards do what she did, when you see Amarin do what she did, you know what I mean? fantastic effort from them two ladies there, man. I can't wait to see them fight again. But the one other honorable mention I'm gonna give is Damon Blackshear. Damon Blackshear, bro, against Haile Alatengeli, whichever way you want to reverse it or forward it. That was a phenomenal fight, the phenomenal display there by Damon Blackshear as well, man.
Better than you, Tower Bot.
You know what I mean? So, hey,
I don't know.
We are going to get into some of the videos that Leroy's put together for us. This week, you're not going to be hearing Leroy's voice because he's indisposed, very, very busy. But he'll be back.
I never even got to pick my fight, brother. Yeah, I mean, you went around the entire. No, I didn't. No, I jumped on Owens.
Yeah, exactly.
I jumped on. That's not my.
Bro.
No, one of you motherfuckers. No, one of you motherfuckers mentioned Timmy Coamba.
Bro, that's a you problem, bro. That's a you problem.
The muted mouse jumped up from the bottom there. Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ. Do you know what? Play your fucking
Go on, McDane. Go on, McDane.
No.
Go on, McDane. Tell us your fight.
I hate it when the parents fight, don't you guys? 2 Christmases?
Come on, McDane. Tell us, man. Tell us. Come on. Tell us.
Hit the clip.
Now it's a game of chicken.
Hit the clip. Hit the clip. It's over. Hit the clip.
Who's gonna move first? Who's gonna move first?
You were for Bum to Clot, Ola. Okay. These boys are stone faced right now. These boys are Alex.
Well, if you guys don't do something, I'm just gonna talk about how I'm up on the table. So if we look at the ranking, I'm extending my lead. So you better do something at this point.
That would have been the perfect time to hit the clip. That would have been perfect.
I am top of the table. Who's gonna catch me?
Yeah, how much points do you buy on the top of the table?
What's happening?
Why are you getting? I know McDane's gonna hit it. Only 2. Only 2.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah,
mate.
but you said both of you was on top of the table.
It was supposed to be 4, but for reasons I won't talk about.
Hold on. Hey, I'm gonna hold you guys. You can't say responsible for my fucking not being at the top of the fucking table, man. If my dog of the week I come in, bro, with the fuck ups that you did, and you knew you fucked up, you know what I mean? I thought, come on, Giga, just catch this fucking point for me so I can go past this motherfucker. And he fucking did it. Bro, I'm fucking pissed off, bro. I was fucking seething. You know what I mean? That's the only reason you lot didn't hear me pressing Leroy in the chat for the fucking scoreboard. You know why you don't hear me telling Leroy where's the scoreboard?
Disappeared.
Oh, mate, another fight that fucking Usman and Joaquin Bucco, you know what I mean?
Kamara Usman. Yep. He's a bum.
Are you finished or are you done?
I'm finished and I'm done, brother. Rock that clip.
Israel Adesanya is currently training with David Goggins. At the moment, Izzy is not booked for a fight. However, he has recently stated that he wants to run it back with Sean Strickland. He posted a video to his Instagram story today, answering some questions on what it's like training with Goggins.
What's he like in person? Is he the same in real life as he is on camera? Answer is yes, he keeps the same energy. He's not a fake dude. Even after the workout, I was like, yo, what are you gonna do after this? Train, mother. Literally his words. And also, what else did they get asked about him? Oh yeah, a lot of people are like, should get him to spar you so you can return the favor. I stepped into his world. It was my idea to train with him. And no, I wasn't hungover. Just because I was partying in Miami, that was fun. But then when I had the idea, I texted him and he replied almost immediately. And I was just like, that's it. I got to do this. So I did. I'm stepping into his world. I'm stepping into his realm. So he can take me to that place. There's no need for him to, he never claimed to be a fighter. He never claimed he could beat an MMA fighter or anything like that. He's just saying, I can outwork anybody. First time we met, I dropped down and started doing push-ups. He drops down and started doing push-ups. And I stopped at like 11 because I knew he was going to keep going forever. So yeah, he doesn't just step into our world. I stepped into his world so he can take me to that place. And I got what I needed.
The Tony Ferguson fans on the panel, I'm going to come to you. McDane, Olin, anybody else that's Tony Ferguson fan. I mean, as somebody that knows who
have you seen my logo?
This guy Goggins is, right? We
Goggins
see what we Goggins Poppins. We see what this
Trixie
guy
Goggins
did with
is.
Tony Ferguson, man. We see what he did with Tony Ferguson. You know what I mean? The El Kukui, and even he
Who's
broke
gonna carry
El
the
Kukui.
boat, sis?
You know what I mean? He broke El Kukui, right? Who thinks it's a good idea that Easy to be training with this guy, man? You know what I mean? Like from your points of view.
Nobody thinks this is a good idea.
Nobody.
Nobody. If somebody thinks this is a good idea, they've not been paying attention. I mean, it's just truth. Like, who's gonna carry the boats? And again, like, if you ask a good mixed martial artist, like, how you get better at MMA, 90% of them would say you fight. You train to fight. You don't train to run. You don't train to literally just blow all your muscles apart and push past your limit, even though you've been training professionally for the last 20 years. I feel like if you've been training in mixed martial arts for the past decade plus, you probably know what you should be doing, and this isn't it. David Goggins somehow made a aging and on the way out Tony Ferguson significantly worse. So yeah, as Randy Brown
are we blaming that on Goggins, or was Tony already on his deathbed of being bad?
I mean, Tony was already on his deathbed of being bad. I'll agree with you there, but I don't think Goggins did him any favors. Like, the one thing that Tony still had was a little bit of footwork and agility, and he didn't even have that in that fight. So, I mean, he completely destroyed that guy's body, and he's going to do the same thing to Israel Adesanya. It's not going to make him a better fighter. I don't even think it'll improve his cardio.
Again, you know, as part of the bit that was in the video there earlier on, you know, there's a mention of him wanting to run it back with Strickland. I mean, what do you think of that matchup? You guys already know what I want Easy to do. It don't look like it's going to happen. But I'm going to turn it to you guys. You know, what do you think about that matchup? Do you think is even a good idea going back in there with Strickland, especially if Strickland smokes him or beats him convincingly again?
Come on.
Like, what does that do for Easy?
I think with the way the Stricklands just came off that fight, he's in a worse mental place than what Izzy is. I don't think we discussed this the other day as well, maybe the other week. Like, Izzy doesn't need any mental fortification. Like, that's not what he's needing right now. You know what I mean? Like, who was it? I can't remember. Somebody mentioned to get KO'd by Pereira, come back, and then KO his ass.
I was gonna
right
bring that
back.
up, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
crazy.
this dude can handle adversity. This dude can handle the mental warfare. This dude can handle the downs and bring himself back up when he needs to. He doesn't need to carry no boats. Yeah, I mean, I'd watch it. Yeah, I mean, I'd 100% watch it, and it'd be interesting. We always say this. I mean, I always say this. It'd be interesting to see what Izzy does differently, because the same game plan from Strickland ain't going to work. He isn't going to allow it to work. His fight IQ is too high for that. He got caught out on that night.
Yeah.
And we discussed this too. We can't sit and say that Izzy's washed. He's not washed. Like,
no,
we just need to wait out and see. I'm interested in the rematch, 100%. I mean, they both lost the DDP. Why the hell not?
Yeah, Sterling. I mean, Strickland's your boy, and we know how much you ride for him, man.
America.
Do you think? do you think he does the same? He has the same results. I'm not going to say performance, but do you think he has the same result against Izzy for the second time, or do you see it going different this time?
I gotta be honest. I think McDaniel was right there on that first part, because that was a bit of a fluke. I mean, you can't say it was a fluke because he didn't just like one punch knock him out. Wasn't like Matt Serra GSP. He went 5 rounds and he kind of whooped Izzy's ass that night. But I think Izzy had so much going on, bro, and he just really thought he was gonna go in there and dog walk Strickland's ass. And then at that moment, bro, boys, Strickland had nothing to lose. He was just like, let's see what the fuck happens. Like, to him, it's just like, I'm getting paid and I'm in Australia for free right now. This I'm in a win-win situation. Now, like we were saying, I think that's a good point too with that mindset, because he got the fuck beat out of him against Dricus. That was rough to watch. I crashed out at the end of that fight. That was rough to sit there and watch this dude just get his ass whooped like that. So I don't know, man. It's interesting though, and if boys, everybody would be down to see that rematch because both these guys are in such a different spot in their career than when they first fought, and their mindset now. Both coming off a I mean, Izzy got KO'd. That sucked to watch, and Sean got his fucking nose shattered. So it's interesting.
Yeah. With Kraken, Cross, and Yao, I've got a related video here that Leroy has put together right next to this one, and I'm going to come to you three with that one. Let's hear the video.
Just before you hit that, Kraken, have you got an X, Twitter, whatever the hell you want to call it? Give it a shout out to my man, Mr. Nice Guy, and also shout out to Mr. Nice Guy, people.
Let's go.
Follow him on Twitter.
Check out his website, Next MMA, guys. Really good website for all the stats you need, man. For real. Shout out to Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah, shout out Mr. Nice Guy MMA. Really, he actually is a nice guy, like the name suggests.
I'm trying to hit a fucking bug, boys, because the boys fucking got me sponsoring a card this week, and each one of you motherfuckers just jump in and just absolutely shred it to bits. I'm about to drop that website, and he's like, "Hey, make sure you drop that website, son." You know what?
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Honestly, that's the best kind of promo. It's gonna get a lot more eyes on it that way.
Silva, you absolutely suck.
Okay, let's get to the next video. And I'm going to come to Kraken first, then Cross, then Yao. Let's go.
Israel Adesanya posted footage of himself bungee jumping and manages to hold his phone and record himself the entire time. John Jones left a comment on the post. He wrote, "Good hanging on to that phone." Merab Dvalishvili was also impressed. He commented, "Crazy."
I mean, look, this is one of the reasons, right? I'm going to come to you first, Kraken. This is one of the reasons why I want it easy to just hang it up. Because he's doing some of this fucking crazy shit. Like, he's doing some crazy shit that is almost like out of character shit since he's been on this losing streak. I don't know what's going on. He's fucking with Googins. He's fucking doing bungee jumps and holding on to it. Like, bro, I don't even think his mind is on fighting like that, bro. I don't know what you think, Kraken. Like, talk to me. What you make of what Izzy's been doing since he's come off that loss from Imavov? Because that was the last straw for me. You should see me after that fight. I was broken. Ask the guys. I was broken, bro. You know what I mean? But talk to me, Kraken.
Hey man, I should be called Buck Nasty because I'm the nastiest hater, man. I'm still hating on Izzy for knocking out Alex Pereira the way he did. So every ounce of every act of like his impending downfall is music to my ears, you know. So I think maybe David Goggins is trying.
Alex Pereira knocked him out too. Like, what are you hating on? Like,
why did you have to start this, Kraken? Why did you have to start?
Oh, just wait. Come on, man. I hate Izzy. Like, you know, I hate him. I hate his guts. I hate his guts.
Kraken,
there's a little
Kraken, I don't know the beef with you and Izzy. What's up with the beef?
Do you see who's behind all that?
No, man. What he was doing to Drickus, trying to like, you know, to be, you know, what he did to
Say hello to my little
bro, you don't even like Drickus like that, man. Don't forget I know that.
Listen, I know.
Don't forget I know that.
I get that.
You've got an American flag flying behind you.
Now you want to hate on Izzy, even though I know you don't fuck with Drickus. Like, come on, what we doing here, man?
Hey,
you know what I'm trying to say? I will be in the corner of my boy, you know, even if it means exposing some shit that I'm not supposed to be exposing right now, bro. You know what I mean? I'm a good snitch, you know. I learned. Hey, listen, let me tell you something, yeah? I learned from this brother. Yeah, what's his name again? The one what's
Derek
his
Lewis.
Name? No,
the
brother from Houston. Always snitching on everybody.
Today,
Charleston White.
Oh,
that's that guy. Yes, Charleston White.
He's from Dallas. I think Charleston White's from Dallas.
Yeah,
Is
we
he
don't
from
claim
Dallas?
him. We don't claim him.
He's from the South.
Just say he's from Texas, bro.
We don't claim him.
He's your people, man.
We don't claim him.
Nah.
He's your people. But I learned some snitching ways from that brother there. You know what I mean? Right? So, boy, right? Watch what you say about Izzy. before we get into it.
Yeah, look, Kraken, if you come in here talking shit about Izzy, all I'm gonna say is I'm happy you're wearing headgear, bro, because you're gonna get got.
Hey man, I don't care, man. Like, crucify me. They didn't like Jesus. They didn't like Jesus too, man. They didn't like Jesus too. Yeah, man. You know,
that's a bar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, I think Izzy is just losing his mind. You know, because maybe that's the things that like David Goggins puts in his head. Like maybe if you hold on to your phone while you're bungee jumping, you'll hold on to your career. You know, and I don't know. Come on, man. I'm just saying.
That is more of a stretch than that bungee cord was making, my brother.
Hey, Cross. I mean, what are you making of all of this, Cross, man? Because I'm seeing the hate on Izzy right now, man. And for the champion that gave you so much, your champion DDP ain't even done a tenth of what Izzy's fucking achieved in his career, bro. Yeah, watch your mouth when you talk about my fucking fighter, blood. What you think?
What's strictest submit Chimaev? They over to you, Cross.
You just landed another landmine.
Kraken,
He just landed another landmine.
Kraken, you're spitting bars.
Get him, Cross. Get him,
bro. Y'all talking crazy in here today, dog.
My boy Kraken's on point.
Bro, first of all,
he's about to shut this down.
Let's go.
First of all I gotta say about Izzy bungee jumping is a hell no. Like, absolutely not. Absolutely not, bro. Like, hey, respect. You a bigger man than me? Because absolutely not am I doing that shit. Absolutely not.
Fuck no.
But back to trying to figure out if Izzy should fight.
That's
Strickland.
what we call white people shit, by the way. You know
absolutely, absolutely. That's white people.
Whoa.
Hey, hold on. Hey, I heard Kraken say on the show last week, even though I went on the show talking about how white people got money. You know what I mean? And you lot didn't say whoa.
I think I did.
You want to say whoa.
Go back. I think I did.
I wasn't on the show to defend myself.
I plead the fifth on that one. I might have been too faded.
It probably doesn't help the conversation that I think I was in Japan when that was happening.
this is some
Cross,
bullshit.
But bro, like Izzy Strickland, like I get people want to see the rematch, but I personally don't think the fight should happen because Izzy just lost a rising contender. Strickland just lost a title fight. We already know what's gonna happen. The winner of that fight is gonna be chirping like, "Oh, I should get a title fight." Absolutely not. Both of them need to fight an up and coming contender. It's not like the first fight was super exciting. The first round, Strickland dropped Izzy. I mean, I wasn't upset with that. I'll be honest. But yeah, like I think they both need to fight somebody up and coming, and the Wolf is gonna handle DDP, guys. We all know what's gonna happen. He's gonna get mauled, boys. He's gonna get mauled.
I'm gonna smash your boy.
So here's the thing with that.
No, Kraken, no.
Just quickly, so here's the thing with that.
Hold on. Did he just throw away the American flag?
No, Kraken.
The American flag.
Kraken. Don't do
this. Guys, shameless. I
Cracking over there. Like,
Shut your fucking mouth, you do nothing. You do fucking nothing. Now, Woody is a do nothing. Get the fuck out of here.
Lakers in 5.
This is mental.
I had it.
Oh my
hey, Yao, what do you got for us, man? What do you got for us, Yao?
Look, the Maev is not fighting DDP. He's either going to get injured. I mean, he couldn't even get this fight for International Fight Week. He's not going to get the fight. He's never fighting for the title. He's not mauling anybody. Let's see it happen. I don't see it happening at this point. Honestly.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It
Oh,
didn't
that's
happen.
all right.
Fake news.
You're fired. Get out of here.
And on Izzy, I don't have anything to say. You guys don't know. Look, the DDP Chimaev fight. I think the Izzy Strickland fight does have to happen. I don't agree with Cross that both of them will call out for a title. I think no one will give it to them. It will be like Buckley calling out McGregor. We'll hear it, but it's not going to happen. So I'm fine with them having the rematch. I think it is a fight we want to see. We do want to see, who would actually dominate if there would be a KO, which, I mean, that's obviously only going to be Izzy because Strickland doesn't KO. But yeah, that's a fight I'm looking forward to seeing on that one as well. But your boy's not getting that fight. The Wolf will not be mauling anybody, Cross. I wish he would.
Champion of middleweight champion 2025, Khamzat Chimaev.
Put money on that.
Okay, all right.
What you want to do? What you want to do?
You're gonna say
what you want to do?
I like this.
What you want to do?
Hey, the man just said what you want to do. How much
What
money
you want to do?
And by the way, I'm taking 10% of that.
As soon as he said, "What do you want to do?" Yeah, I was like,
"Hey, what you want to do, Kraken? You putting $50 on this thing? Like, what you saying?"
Kraken, how much would another American flag cost you since you're gonna have to burn that one you let hit the ground, brother?
It's like what, $70? Like
What,
American
$70?
flags are cheap, man.
$70 sounds like a good bet.
Hey, let's go
Yeah,
triple
what
digits.
Trump did.
Let's go
Ross,
triple
you
digits.
saying
Let's do a
$70, man?
Whatever his price is, bro. You just let me know, bro. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you good with.
Oh, you going $50? Are we shaking on this? Are we shaking?
I'm good. Whatever.
Well, let's see if
I'm good.
All right, here we go.
Who's
virtual handshake right there? There you go. That's locked in.
That's locked in.
$50.
There you all saw it.
That's locked in.
$50. Okay. Shout out to everybody that's locked in with us right now. 93 of you watching us live on all platforms. Please do us a solid. Make sure you're following every single one of these guys that's on the panel. The Rambling Dad, we got S-Dogs MMA, we got MMA. Normally, we got Kraken, we got Crossover MMA, and Kick Him in the Head. We got everybody right there. Make sure you're showing love and making the walk. Don't forget that brother, even though he's in the basement. You know what I mean? He's alive. But don't forget that brother. You know what I mean? Show you some love too. He needs some love down there. Yeah, man. All right, let's go on to the next video real quick.
2 hours later.
Let's see what Leroy's put together here for us.
Dana White and Jon Jones are receiving some heavy backlash today. As of yesterday, Tom Aspinall has officially surpassed Renan Barão to become the longest reigning interim champion in UFC history. Barão previously held the interim bantamweight title for 532 days. Aspinall has now reached 535 days. Meanwhile, Jon Jones is now the second longest reigning heavyweight champion in UFC history. Jon has held the title for 785 days, second to only Cain Velasquez, who held the belt for 896 days. These milestones have sparked significant backlash from fans, who are expressing their frustration with both Dana and Jon. To read off the top posts on X, this is genuinely pathetic. What a sad look for the sport. No legitimacy as a sport, really. Shame. And dude's still not booked to fight the champ. SMH. Shit is actually ridiculous. We'll never see anything like it again. Strip Jon. This motherfucker stat padding the belt holding record. Everyone knows it's Jon who is refusing to take the fight, knowing he has leverage over Dana White in the UFC. But the fans know what's up. Jones is scared to lose. He's not scared of Aspinall. He's just scared to go out as a loser. That's why he fought Stipe. What a f***ing joke. And that's a big shame for Dana White and Jon Jones.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Full Mount MMA. We use their clips from time to time when Leroy can't be bothered or get around to using his own voice on them voices. You know what I mean? But Cross, I'm going to come to you first on this one, brother. Yeah, because you are one of the guys side by side with myself that's been fighting the Jon Jones fight around these motherfuckers, right? But talk to me how proud you are of how.
Wait. I'll play.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
I was gonna give you Cross's answer.
I don't want to hear nothing from you, bro.
Jon Jones is absolutely positively the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world.
Jones.
Probably the greatest fighter
Shut your
of
fucking
all
mouth,
time
you do
in any sport.
You do fucking
There's
nut.
no debate. Nobody can debate who's the greatest of all time. It's absolutely positively Jon Jones. He's never lost. No, he's never been beat in the octagon ever. Jon Jones is the pound-for-pound best fighter.
It's crazy how he can still talk with that much of Jon Jones in his mouth. Like that's impressive.
No, this is for Cross. And you just let
Cross. That was Cross answering.
False. First of all, we know he's a GOAT, but guys,
get a guard. Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5.
All I gotta say is, bro, like Jones is doing what he needs to do to build a fight, man. The longer he delays it, the more the fans want the fight, guys. The more money he's going to make. It's the biggest fight he can get. It's the payday. And this, if you think about it, look at boxing, man. They don't fight the guys right when they're hot. They let it build so they can get more money out of it. It's literally what it is, guys. The fight's gonna happen. Tom's gonna get in there, and we're gonna find out if he's really that guy. We are gonna find out, guys. Just stay patient. It's gonna happen. We're gonna find out.
The people pay pay-per-view. The people pay.
I've got to get that one from you.
The people want to say because I know the people pay.
Listen, we know that's gonna be a money fight, anyways, man. Whenever it comes around, but as the biggest hater of John Jones and McDane over here, and Mr. Olin, I'm gonna come to McDane first. How you feeling about John Jones being the longest, champion, holding the belt, all that stuff? How you feeling about all of that, man? Before your guy ends up getting in there with John Jones and still losing. Talk to me, brother.
I love that little bit right there, Ola. I love that.
What is this to say? Yeah, I mean, I can't remember who it was that posted it saying, he's been the undisputed heavyweight champion for the longest time. Not exactly undisputed when he's got an interim champ sitting there for 500 and something days. You know what I mean? I'm not even justifying your ass with an answer on this one. Fuck you, Ola. That's where we're going with that one.
This is number one bullshit.
Hey, Olin, how do you follow that one, man, Olin, man? How do you follow that? How do you follow that take there from McDane?
Man, I mean, I didn't even hear the take from McDane because I'm just so focused on you being such a jackass with that little slip in at the end, bro. Come on, what was that?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, with all due respect,
that fucking guy cost me $50. I'm still hating, and that's it's still starting my this fucking PayPal. You know what I mean? So allow me to hate how I want to hate, brother.
My brother in Christ. Let me tell you, if you bet against Tommy again, it's probably going to cost you another $50.
I wouldn't be betting on nobody again.
It won't, bro.
You know what I mean?
I'm glad. He is to you what Dontel Mays is to me. I'll never bet on a Dontel Mays fight because if I bet on him, I lose money. If I bet off him, I lose money.
His wrist is still sore from the fucking handwritten apology he had to do last time.
Brother. No, I think it's shameful what's happening with John Jones and Dana White. And I mean, we've seen Dana White on television slapping his woman. What could John Jones possibly have on him? Because he's not even I don't know, dude. What does he have on him that he has this much pull? I don't know if you guys remember, but once upon a time, he failed the freaking drug test and they shifted a 13-fight card to another state just so John Jones could compete on it.
Remember, MMA gurus.
Hey, business is business. Business is business.
Just look at these guys. Look at these guys. Cracking.
Let's go.
Man? Let's see if you're gonna jump back on that American flag, or is it the English flag you're gonna pull out this time, brother? What you go? Oh, this guy.
The Colonel.
John Jones. Chicken shit. That's
Chicken shit.
Shit. Not chicken salad. That's who John Jones is.
Oh, this man's cultured. This man is cultured.
That's good.
He said chicken shit, not chicken salad.
Come on, God. Man. You know that. John Jones, bro, he's
How you going to disrespect the GOAT like that, man?
Hey,
this
man, I don't care. My GOAT is Brock Lesnar.
I was seriously about to say shout out Brock Lesnar.
McDane, hit the Conor McGregor button. Go ahead.
Which one, bro? Which one?
You know,
bro. I was about to say, what do you mean, which one?
Exactly.
I'd like to take
this chance to apologize.
I got you with it, brother. I've also got that.
Come on, dog.
You know, he's the fact that he's delaying Tom. The fact that he's delaying Tom. That's the fucking kicker. Because Tom would have had I don't know how many fights, maybe 4 fights by now. Tom would have solidified his status as
it's only 30 guys in heavyweight.
Yeah. He's slaughtered everyone. I get that. He's slaughtered everyone, but obviously we just wanted those title defenses. But because the duck that is John Jones keeps dragging and making everybody wait, that's the kicker. we hate the fact that I don't know, maybe he has like those Oscar de la Hoya pictures, type of pictures of Dana White. Like, I hate that. I hate what he's doing to the UFC because he's making UFC boxing. We don't want that.
How dare you call
Sav Jelly in the house?
Chicken shit.
It's Sterling. Sterling. I mean,
down,
you
brother.
heard, you know what I mean? The panel is pretty divided here, you know. The John Jones side is winning. We know, you know what I mean? Because we carry 2 votes apiece.
Chicken shit.
Well, Sterling,
Shout
man,
out
tell us your
KFC.
synopsis on what you think is going on here. Is this fight even going to happen? Because I just seen in the comment here, shout out to, I think it was Matua that put it up on, no. Hold on.
This one.
8 right here.
No, the one that if Jones didn't agree to the fight by July, he was going to get stripped.
Yeah, I saw that too.
That was lame. That was lame. Yeah, big up Lane.
Lane.
Yeah.
Lane.
Oh yeah, there we go.
So,
I hope she's right.
With this one here that we're seeing from Lane, shout out to Lane, saying that they're not saying this fight's done. I've seen like bits and pieces online where they're not saying this fight's done. Do you think the fight's done, or do you think Dana's just pinning the yarn to everyone on this one?
I think I don't know who I was talking to the other day, but somebody was talking about I think they're saving it for when they get like a new TV deal, like when they leave ESPN's bitch ass and they go to like a better one. I think that's when they're gonna announce some shit. And I think John Jones, because John Jones Aspinall is gonna be one of the biggest fights in UFC history. So if they're trying to wait and make that fat cheddar off that shit, son.
Right.
That's all fucking promotion.
I mean,
come on, man.
High grief today.
Logically, you fucking
right
God
there.
damn it.
Go on, Sterling. That's a take and a half. If you not put it together logically,
That's
and
what we like.
actually
That's
thought
nice.
about it and took your emotions away from all this Tommy Aspinall propaganda, you'll understand that John Jones.
Don't hurt yourself, bro. Don't hurt yourself, Sterling.
John Jones is trying to build a
That's how I do this shit. Fuck you, McDane. I don't know what you're about to say,
both
but fuck you.
fighters.
You know how I do this shit. Fuck McDane and fuck Scotland, man. Paul Craig till I die.
Paul Craig.
Mate. So I don't want to shit on his parade.
No,
but
I knew you were about to do something, you motherfucker. But go ahead.
Because I done research
Irish.
for a fucking video, bro. You know what I mean? Fucking shut the fuck up. Like, so ESPN deal, yeah, it was up, but it's up at the end of is it up at the end of 2025? So the deal is
Thank
now
God.
within talks. So the contract and the negotiation period has started. So that's why they can now. It means they can speak to other people, whereas before they couldn't because they were locked in with ESPN. Now, up until the end of this year, they're still going to be with ESPN. It's going to be 2026. So your thought on their waiting to fucking announce that because they're holding it for, we'll give you the John Jones fight.
This is a shout.
Not quite.
That's a shout
Not
right
quite.
there. That's a
Not
shout.
quite.
It's unfortunately just no chance. I agree with McDane here. Like, essentially, to put it into layman's terms, the UFC is still in a relationship that they've been in for many years. But the chick they're with, ESPN, gave them a 1-year hall pass to try other things. And at the end of the year, they get to decide whether they want to go back to that chick, ESPN, or there's a hotter chick on the market, an Amazon, a Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they want a Netflix and chill going into 2026.
A little curvier, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? But look,
yeah, I mean, why wouldn't Tom Aspinall want some of that though, blood?
But look,
I mean,
here's the thing though.
Why
If we-
wouldn't Tom Aspinall?
But why? But let me ask you, why would he?
Why does he want the MAGA thing, blood? Why does he want the skinny thing, blood? Why does he want the curvy thing?
Like, he might want the old thick thing that's going to make him velvet cupcakes. Yeah, I mean, like,
ained nothing wrong with that, brother.
And Robbie's feet when he comes home.
Either way, he's eating.
My eyes nearly fell out my fucking socket, bro. Cross, where you find all these things, bro? Like that. Yo, where you
Hey,
find them
I can't reveal my sources. man.
God
I
damn,
can't reveal my
I
sources.
been investigations. Bro, outside doing investigations. Bro, she got friends. Her friends got friends. I was like, God damn, what's going on here?
Oh, I feel like there's been some DMs that haven't been shared in the group here. What is going on?
Oh, you do not know nothing about
Cross, this ain't cool, brother. I thought we were friends.
No, you ain't no friend of Cross. Cross ain't no friend of yours, bro.
Fuck McDade, man.
Ah, mate.
Okay, yo.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Yeah, you've heard what everybody's got to say on this whole John Jones and Tom Aspinall shit. Is it still ducking in your eyes, or do you think it's the UFC that's actually dragging their feet on this whole situation now?
Don't be rude.
Look, I never thought he was ducking. I don't know why you left me out when you talked about you and Cross. I'm with you and Cross. I never thought he was ducking. I think it's definitely a business move of some kind. But at the end of the day, it's still ducking just with business reasons, which is also okay. You know, it comes together. You know, you're now the longest reigning.
So it's not for fighting reasons.
Now,
Within
the next year and a half.
I can live with that. I can live with that. If you say for business reasons,
Correct.
I can live with that. Not for fighting reasons. I like that.
Can we
I like
mention that Yao is a Luke Michael fan? Can we mention that?
Whoa.
What do you not mention? Hold on. Disclaimer. He's a Luke Michael fan.
I don't know if Matua is being serious there, if he's just being controversial and stirring the pot.
No.
That's some bullshit, brother.
I want to get to the bottom of this. What did Luke Michael do to you, bro?
It makes
That's stirring the pot.
Yeah, facts.
He ducked my champion. Yes, we're getting that fight.
Are we talking about Big Shad? Are we talking about Blammy?
Yeah, we talking about Blamby, man. Like we know that he ducked him. He tried to go fight.
Shout out to Blammy, by the way, man. That's the whole right there.
Big Shad.
Yeah, man. So he ducked him. So let's just put a disclaimer. I think maybe I should write a comment saying like, please note that Yao is a Luke Michael fan. So anything he says about ducks should not be taken seriously.
Wow. That's how you're doing. Kick him in the head, bro.
I just kicked him in the head.
Oh!
I can't believe this bro's coming to me like this. Like,
I fucking love Kraken, man. I swear to God.
So
this guy is crazy. Oh shit. Yo, please continue.
Where Kraken has it wrong, it's like going to a therapist. The best divorce therapist is someone who's been divorced because they've been there. So me, who knows ducks, knows what a duck is and how to treat a duck. Speaking of which, look, John Jones is not ducking. He's been being strategic. Wait, rephrase. He's ducking, but he's not chicken. I think that's more appropriate. I think that I'll leave it there.
Nobody called him a chicken, bro. They called him a duck
because he's scared.
No, they called him chicken shit.
No, the only way he's a duck is if he retires and then fight Aspinall.
Facts, Cross.
That's the only way he can be a duck.
What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is really?
I think they're going to fight in November, Madison Square Garden.
Oh, now you're jumping on my shit. I've been saying that since the start of the year.
Bro, real ones know what's going on, man. Like it's not going to happen in Abu Dhabi in October. It's going to happen in MSG in November, and it's going to be a big fight card.
I'm sure I said this right after Stipe too. I was just like, he's gonna wait until MSG in November again. Like he fucking really is. Like he's gonna wait 12 months. He's a dickhead.
It is kind of
but that's within his right, though. You know what I mean? As a champion,
hey, the man with the gold rules.
As a champion, that's within his right. That's within his ring.
But that's also a little fucking a play-by-play by John Jones, innit? Make the man that he's going to fight.
That's his MO.
Rusty. Yeah, let's not let him fight for 12 months to get rusty, and then we'll see where he can go. But
when was the last time he fought? Do you remember the date?
What? Tom Aspinall?
Yeah, Tom.
Yeah, it was 304. UFC 304.
I mean,
a while, bro. Curtis Blades, bro. That was July last year. It's almost been 12 months since he's fought.
It's not a bad strategy to have, though. I mean, we saw Conor do it to Chandler, but like, look at Chandler now.
That was the night I won 50 quid off Ola. I'm never gonna forget that. That shit's still sitting in my paper.
Look at Chandler now. You know what I mean? Like, come on, they're gonna do that to Chandler, bro. And look where Chandler is right now. So, hey. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Shout out to over 103 of you watching live right now, man. As you see what MMA normally just put in the chat, 5 watching on YouTube. Come on over to YouTube and help the brothers out, man. Come help out the platform. We pull up here week in, week out, giving you guys content on the latest news in combat sports, man. You know what I mean? The least you can do is jump into YouTube and come show our platforms some love. Come on now, that's where you really help out the people. MMA normally, the Fight Week show, kick them in the head, crossover MMA, SDAWGSMMA, the Rambling Dad, Making the Walk. Go show them some love, man. And cracking Elite Sports, man. You know, go check them out. Big love. Salute. All right, let's go on to the next video. Before we get out of here, we got one or two more videos here to get.
I was gonna say, I thought we had like 6 videos to get through, and we've watched like 2.
No, we're on the fourth one. We're on the fourth one.
Sounds like a good stream, man. Guys just chopping it up.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Okay, on to the next one.
George St. Pierre made an appearance on the Ariel Helwani show yesterday and had some advice for Tom Aspinall. GSP believes Tom should start focusing on the next thing because John Jones may not come back.
If I could give Tom thanks for that. I mean, it's a great honor for me to hear that. I think Tommy needs to focus on the next task. I remember when I lost to Matsera, I was making the mistake of trying to focus on Matsera to get my revenge immediately. But I had a few other fights lined up before to get that. And if he's only focusing on John Jones, and if John Jones does not come back right away, he's not focusing on the right thing. He needs to focus on what is next, the next path, because the rest it's a distraction, you know. And things that needs to be done will be done. You know, I don't know what John will do, but as a fan, I would love to see this fight. I mean, because in terms of legacy and accomplishment, John Jones is the best. You know what I mean? And I understand Tom from his point of view that he's a proud fighter. He wants to be the best, but now it's all depend on what John want to do. If John still want to do this, if he's compensated fairly, all that plays. So Tom should not focus on that because it's outside of his control, and he's wasting a lot of energy focusing on that. And I know it's very hard, but he needs to sort of self-hypnose himself to focus on the next thing and be hungry about the next task. And by doing this, only focusing on the next thing, he's going to build up his legacy, and perhaps one day he's going to be the greatest. You know, he's got all the tools as well to be, you know, a lot of people, you know, want this fight to happen because a lot of people believe like, oh, he's the guy that's going to crack John Jones' code, you know. And as a fan, I want to see this fight, you know, and I understand on both sides. You know, John want to be compensated. It's a game. It's a negotiation game. You know, it's a chess game. And on the other side, Tom is waiting, you know, and I understand both point of view, but Tom needs to focus on what's next, and the rest sort of try to clear your mind and only focus on that thing, you know.
Yeah, man. I feel like we touched on quite a bit of what GSP was talking about there, but Olin, can you kind of see from both sides of the coin of what GSP is saying there now, and what impact that this whole waiting around could have on Tom's career? And on top of that, it's a catch-22 for Tom as well, because GSP is also implying that you need to focus on the next thing. The only next thing for Tom is unifying the fucking title.
Yeah.
He finds himself between a rock and a hard place. Do you have something on that, brother?
Yeah, man. I think he does find himself between a bit of a rock and a hard place, right? Because the next logical step is exactly what you just said, Ola. It's unifying the belts. He's already the interim champ. It makes sense for him to become the actual champ. He's also now surpassed the previous record for longest standing interim champ. It's insane to me. And again, he's one of the top talents in the UFC. He's one of the most marketable champions or interim champions in the organization, in my opinion, right now, outside of like an Ilya Poirier, right? Because he has such a huge fan following himself. And GSP is absolutely right. At his age, at his trajectory where he is at in his career, the worst thing he can do is sit on the shelf and collect dust. People are going to forget just how good he is. And I think the reason John is waiting is 2 reasons. One, exactly what you alluded to earlier, right? Ola and McDane, it's his MO, right? He wants to let these folks sit on the shelf as long as he possibly can, so that way they are more disposed to his arsenal of damage. And the longer they're out of practice, the better it is for somebody like him. We've seen this happen before. Another thing is, I think he's hoping and praying that Tom is going to take another fight, because out of all of the UFC fights that Tom Aspinall has had, can somebody help me out here? What is there, 6 minutes of fight time to watch on him?
Something like that. Something crazy like that.
Like, come on. That sucks for John Jones. John Jones' whole thing is his mind. It's his ability to break down fighters. 6 minutes is not a lot to break down, bro. So he needs more tape, and that's what he's hoping for. Or as somebody posted in the comments, he's hoping to get the biggest paycheck of his life, because he knows that this is probably the biggest risk to his career. Let's all face it. Whether you're a John Jones fan or not, we all have to admit he made a career in light heavyweight out of beating people that went up from middleweight. Now he's essentially like wanting to fight the Alex Pereiras that are trying to go up to heavyweight at heavyweight, or waiting on the shelf to fight the Tom Aspinall. So
I can't believe you're making this type of accusations when your boy Islam is being accused of the same.
This is why he doesn't want to fight Ilya, because you guys are all saying that shit.
I'm not saying it.
But then people are complaining that we want him to fight a lightweight first.
I'm just digging up to you,
bro.
I wasn't saying that.
You and me are on the same side. Remember when I backed you on Adesanya? What are you doing? Come on, fucking guy.
He even says Adesanya. You know what I mean? He's not just saying Adesanya. He's saying Adesanya.
Oh, it's Adesanya, bro. That's how he says his name. I try to respect these guys.
Cross, jump in, brother. Yeah, I mean, back up your boy.
I'm letting them sort it out. I'm letting them sort it out.
All right, okay.
All of a sudden, bro. All of a sudden.
I see how it is.
Fellas, just remember the golden. Fellas, just remember the golden rule.
No.
The man with the gold rules. It is what it is.
Anyway. Thanks for kicking him out, because last time I checked, and with all due respect, I am colorblind, so maybe I'm wrong on this, but the interim belt's the same fucking color as the real belt, yeah?
Yeah,
it's not silver, is it?
Except one says interim, one says undisputed.
It's rose gold. It's rose gold.
Oh, get out of here! Can someone kick him out again, please? What the hell? Fucking guy.
It's rose gold.
It's rose gold, he said. Oh my god.
That's big out.
Insufferable today, Cross.
Hey, McDane. I mean, listen to GSP there, McDane. I mean, I wouldn't mind a Razor Blades Tommy Aspinall trilogy.
Who wants that?
Let's do it.
Other than you. Who wants that?
Sterling just said, let's do it.
Do it. Fuck it. I'm just trolling.
Sterling's eyes are redder than the devil's dick. He's high as a kite right now. That's why he said, let's do it.
First of all, why the devil's dick? You couldn't just said the devil's pinky finger.
Bro, that's from Pineapple Express. Have you not seen a fucking film?
Seen a fucking movie, bro. Jesus, get cultured, son. Jesus Christ.
You call yourself a stoner, brother.
No, I don't call myself that.
Go.
Well, what's going on down here, man? Like, did you just replace one baldy with another down the bottom of the table? Like, what we
Cross? You still ain't gonna defend your boy. He's out here calling you bald 3 times tonight.
I am bald. What do you want me to do?
McDay's looking for beef today.
What do you want me to do? Send him to Turkey to get hair transplant? Like, what you want from me, bro? You know what I mean? I'm just calling it what it is.
Now he's talking about hair transplants, brother. This dude's getting fucking.
Send him to Turkey 3 years and forget.
Fucking Leroy.
This is crazy, man. I swear to God. But hey, listen, like I said, I don't know.
Look, Tommy
I'd watch that Razor Blades trilogy.
Wait.
If you serve me.
Nobody wants that, brother.
No. I would just
said something similar. I think Tommy Aspinall must give up the belt. He must go down to light heavyweight.
Nobody wants that fight, brother.
Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, that was y'all. Make sure you check out Kick 'em in the Head podcast. It's a great show.
You guys
he gets all of his information for 2016.
You're not just kicking bald people in the head every 2 seconds, man. Like, what's going on here? What's going on? I leave the bald guys alone, man. Jesus.
I can't be dealing with this shit, bro. What you guys have been smoking some cracks.
Everything to do with fucking Top Aspinall. You get
the way y'all and Crossover and catching strays. You guys might need to show up with headgear next episode.
Ball got violence in here, dog.
Kraken, you got some extras, bro? Can you send it to these guys?
Hey, you know what? Yeah, I need an extra headgear, man. You know what I mean? I need extra headgear, bro.
I swear to God.
Yeah, but when it comes to Tom Aspinall, man, I've never seen someone get triggered so much, man.
Are you fucking joking?
No,
Mister, I will die on this fucking hill. Adesanya, you know what I mean? Or any other Nigerian fighter for that instance. Yeah.
I mean, come on, bro. We all have that fighter, Ola. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy, bro. I'm looking at your backdrop. I got a fucking doll of mine that just got sent to me for my birthday. Shout out Sav Jelly, complete with a little hot sauce. We all have that guy that we'll ride or die for, and that we will make irrational arguments for.
It doesn't even have to be a fighter with this motherfucker. Like, you say one bad thing about Ali Abdelaziz and this dude's at your door. You know what I mean?
Oh, brother, don't even talk about Arsenal in a negative tone. You can say the nicest thing, but if you say it in the wrong tone, Ola's going to be like, you shut your fucking mouth.
Bro, you should have seen me yesterday, bro.
He had a United strip on yesterday.
I lost my fucking shit yesterday, man. This fucking captain, man. I want him out of my fucking club, blood. Fucking.
I mean, you probably sounded very similar to me on what was it, Saturday or Sunday watching Nottingham?
Bro.
Yeah.
They keep calling him
fun.
a fucking Viking, and he's a fucking Viking. You ain't never gonna see fucking Valhalla, blood. Yeah. Get him out.
He said he's never gonna see Valhalla. That's nasty work, bro.
That's bars. That's bars.
I'm done with that fucker. Anyways, let's go before I lose my shit.
Yeah, let's not turn it to football. We don't want to open that can of worms, huh?
Don't do that, bro. I swear to God. All right, we got one more clip here. Let's hear it.
Sean Brady goes off on Ian Garry for calling for a title shot after his unanimous decision win over Carlos Prates over the weekend. After the fight, Dana White stated that Ian will be the backup fighter for the upcoming welterweight title fight between Bilal Muhammad and Jack Della Maddalena. However, Brady says that doesn't mean much. He explains why he believes Ian does not deserve a title shot whatsoever.
Ian did what Ian does. He touches you and runs for 3 rounds. Then he got beat up for 2 rounds and said he's getting a title shot. To say you have a performance like that, you deserve a title shot, like, he can go weigh in and be the backup fighter all he wants. That don't mean so. Yeah, like, Ian just keeps talking about him like taking short notice fights. Cool, bro. Like, you did 2. You lost 1 and you almost got finished in the other. That doesn't mean you deserve a title shot. Just because you're like, what, you're gonna go weigh in, you think you deserve it? Nah, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, who wants to go first on here, man? Let's go with McDem, because he's been pissed off with this whole Tom thing. We need him to get Tom off his mind right now. Talk to us about this Sean Brady going off on Ian Garry, and what you think would happen if both of them was to get matched up. Do you think Brady smokes him? I mean, how do you see that match playing out?
It'd be an interesting matchup. Brady's just going to grapple and do what he does, you know what I mean? But whether Ian can defend it enough and manage to keep it on the feet, I don't think it's an easy matchup for Brady. I don't think it's just going to be straight path easy victory as much as you might think that it would be. But at the same time, you can understand why Brady's pissed off that he's not getting to be the backup fighter. You know what I mean? But at the same time, after that performance against Prates and taking 2 late notice fights, it's the way that you can shake your head all you want. I'm not making a personal opinion on this, boys. All I'm doing is stating what the UFC does. They do it all the time. They've done it with Diego Lopez.
Get the Tom shit out of his mind, Cross. Don't piss him off. Calm down, Cross.
You're about to get cut from the stream again.
Calm down, Cross.
On the same page. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is not personal opinion corners. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is this is the type of shit we see from the promotion all the time. Somebody does something for them, they scratch their back, then they go and scratch the fighter's back. You know what I mean? Or they sit him in a chair in the corner. Whatever it is they want to do. However you want to go and look at it. You know what I mean? They're going to let him sit in the chair. They're going to let him watch the fight. And that's all it is.
Yeah, Cross, I see you shaking your head violently like that, bro. Like you want to do something. Like, let's hear what
you better slow down with that, brother. At your age, you're gonna fucking pull a muscle or some shit.
Whoa, easy, bro. Ian Garry is not getting a title fight.
An age thing gets a return.
Calm down. Ian Garry is not getting a title fight. Sean Brady was cooking with hot grease. He was definitely in the right with that. The man went to the UK. You were sitting front row, McDane, and he finished on grid, front row.
Facts.
Just saying. And then on top
Bro,
of it,
I've never been a Leon Edwards fan.
Ian,
You'd got a Hail Mary head kick against Kamaru Usman, the bum.
bro, Gary's still behind Shavkat when he comes back from his knee injury, bro. Shavkat's the next guy. And then after that, maybe Ian, Brady, Buckley, they can sort it out if Buckley gets past Usman. But like the next guy in line is Shavkat, bro. Like
Ian's what, 7th?
Huh?
Ian's ranked 7th. You've got Joaquin Buckley is 6th.
Mhm.
Usman's 5th. You've got
Yep.
Brady number 1. You got JDM. Oh wait, no, JDM's 5th, and he's about to get the shot. Something like that, anyway. But
And
yeah,
Shavkat's like where's Shavkat? Shavkat
second or
is
some shit.
second. He's 2. Like Shavkat's the guy, man. Like we don't have to think about this. This is
Yeah,
easy,
but he's out
bro.
of the picture just now, so you can't even bring up his fucking name. Dude's injured, so you need to look at whoever else they've got.
We acting like the fight is happening tomorrow, McDane.
It's
Even
happening in
the
fucking a few
next
weeks.
But I'm saying the next title fight at 170 isn't going to be probably till the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And by then, Shavkat's going to be ready.
Probably be around like an MSG card, November, John Jones card.
Can we just address the comment real quick in the chat from Lord of Pies? He said JDM and Bilal will both make weight. And I don't think that's the worry for them having Ian Garry in there. I think we have to talk about the fact that there's been 14 fight cancellations in the last decade between the two people fighting in this fight.
True that.
Just never know. It's always good to have a backup.
that.
But Sean Brady is getting fucked in this.
So,
Though.
like,
he's getting completely.
I'm
skipped
agreeing, though, that Ian doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, Sean
Right?
Brady's
Like-
getting fucked in all of this.
100%.
Cracking. I want to hear your take on Sean Brady and Ian Garry. What's going on there, and who do you think is more deserving based on who they fought? Because Shavkat, when you look at it, it was kind of like the next logical guy to really go and see Belal, but Ian Garry's been in there with him. But then Sean Brady has been in there with the former champion that Belal beat, and he beat him on home soil. So, like, who in your eyes do you think is more deserving?
Man, like honestly, I think Ian. Shout out to let's just say first, shout out to Ian Garry for saving these cards, man. You know he deserves his flowers for that. Listen.
Wait, what?
Deserves his flowers for that.
Oh, number one troll. Fuck.
Bro, you gotta be fucking with me right now.
Listen, come on, man.
I even primed the question nice, and you still found a way to torpedo it. But please continue.
You know, Ian Garry has been saving the cause, man, and we know how the UFC works, man. They will let you skip. You know, they will let you skip if only you handle your business inside the octagon. You know,
I got a new best friend. He can come and set up next to me.
Bro, you're not going to get a title fight going to decision every fight unless you Bilal Muhammad.
I get that. I
Yeah,
get that. I
facts.
get that. Yes, he's a decision machine. He's a decision machine. But like, remember, it's all about being active. You know, at least we know. Remember when Izzy used to be the guy who was always going to decisions and never like always giving us a boring fight? But he showed up, and that's what everybody remembers,
Boring
right?
fight?
Yeah,
Boring
like
fight?
look at the
Yoel Romero.
come on, bro. Jared
Joel
Cannonier.
Romero, Cannonier,
Yoel Romero. Yeah,
Vittori.
Vittori.
Come on, bro. You know,
But
everybody
but,
was.
But hold on. Let me count.
No, hold on.
Why?
Ola don't like that.
Get Adesanya out of your head, bro. You need to calm down. Let's get you onto something else. Yeah, I mean,
And now, the main event of the evening.
Just want to counter what you said. It's just a counter argument. Don't you think, based on the activity that Easy was during those 5 years of reign, 3 times a year, all these fighters that you're now talking about is trying to get where he got those decisions out of? Don't you think they got enough film off of him, right, for them to really be taking them fights to decision from when he was knocking people the fuck out in the first place?
Shut your mouth, mate.
Hey, but I feel you on that, Ola, because he did give us some wild fights like Gastelum, Paulo Costa.
Like,
The Paulo Costa
bro.
fight was what he did to Paulo Costa, boys. That was wild.
When
That's
you've been
when
there
Paulo
for
Costa-
so long,
Yeah.
Robert Whittaker.
you got enough film
Robert
on you,
Whittaker?
man. Like you're not really getting the knockouts.
How about
Bro,
Whittaker?
Whittaker got
He's just
robbed in
finding
the
ways
second
to
fight.
win. He's just finding other ways to win. I'm just giving you straight from.
No, yeah,
you
no.
know what I mean?
Thank you, McDade.
Yeah. Bro,
No,
and
please
he's
continue.
Bro,
It's just a counter. It's just a counter argument. I'm not saying it's just a counter argument, but Kraken, please continue.
Yeah, you know, man. So yes, I get what you're saying about the easy thing, but like Ian Garry has been saving cards, you know, and look at what Alex Pereira did. Like he's been saving cards. So the UFC are
Diego
willing
Lopez.
you see, everybody's willing to forsake like everybody's willing to forsake the number 1 ranked, the number 2 ranked, number 3 ranked fighter, as long as we know we can count on that guy. You know, everybody knows, because look at what Drickus did. You know, look at what Drickus did. Drickus was the guy who was like, you want to give me who? Okay, give me that guy. You want to give me who? Okay, give me that guy. Now he's being active. You know, he every fight that everybody didn't want to fight Chimaev. Everybody didn't want to fight Chimaev, but look at Drickus right now. You know, so I think
he's gonna find out.
Yeah.
You $50, like just make sure you run my money. Run me a check for $50. Run me a check.
A big one. Bro, when I get your $50, bro, I'm just gonna put it in my background. Just let it sit there so you can look at it.
Hey man, I'm telling you, bro. Because like, yeah, you know, like I think like Ian Garry is the perfect guy we should put in front, because we know we are gonna get an active guy. Yes, he's a decision machine, but he is always active. You know, because we don't want a Leon Edwards type of thing, you know, where he's gonna want to gatekeep the whole division. You know, like cherry picking fighters. You know, we want somebody who's active. And yes, unfortunately, Bilal is nobody remembers even if he is a champion or he's not a champion. But like, yeah, man, if we just get that guy out of the way.
Osterberries remember Bilal is champion. Osterberries does.
Shout out Osterberries, man.
Yeah, man. So yeah. So I'm just waiting for I say between Sean Brady and Ian Garry every time, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yo, you got something on Ian Garry, Sean Brady? You know, who's more deserving? You know, who in your eyes is been the, you know, the most reliable company man, so to say. You know, company man. That's what Kraken's trying to allude to here. If you're a company man, you know what I mean, you get all the trims and you know what I mean, all the everything that comes with it, man. You get all of that. What do you think to it, bro?
Yeah, I'll blink 10 times if you're in trouble, brother.
I'll blink 10 times if I'm muted. Listen, I think they can't put him as the backup now because he's already lost the round. He's the backup. If what's his name pulls out and then it's against Bilal's already beaten him. I think right now Ian Garry is just the right backup fighter for that specific fight. Same as Colby was the right backup fighter and he appeared no one expected. We hadn't seen Colby fighting in 3-4 years. Next thing is a backup fighter. There's certain fighters that stylistically you also put into certain situations. And I just think Ian Garry was the right one for this specific situation, not the fact that he's more deserving of a title shot, but he's good with short notice. You know that. It's not a problem for him. Sean Brady might say, oh, it might be short notice, or he'll get there and, you know, he won't be ready for the fight. You need the fighter that you know that you can rely on, like Achi said, in the situation of short notice, of being a backup, etc. So I think Ian Garry is just the right choice for this specific situation, not necessarily that he's more deserving of a title shot.
Yeah, man. People.
Oh, what do you think?
No, my thoughts doesn't even count here, because if I say what I think, I just say give Usman the fucking title shot. How about that? Yeah. All right.
I disagree.
So you don't want to know what I
should have expected.
It's not gonna matter if JDM beats the law, because Islam gonna come up.
You know what I mean? Don't ask me what I think about 170, bro. You know, I don't like none of them motherfuckers up there.
Kamara Usman, he's a bum.
Yeah. All right, dickhead. Okay, we got one more here. And then we get out of here, man.
One more. I said one more 2 videos ago.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah,
So basically,
I thought you guys
if the
were
math
your
is math, then we
food.
have 3 more clips, folks. Stick around.
No, we go one more. We go one more, and that's it. We go one more, and that's it. Yeah. Let's do this.
Michael Bisping gave his thoughts on Anthony Smith getting TKO'd in the first round by Zhang Mingyang over the weekend and then retiring from MMA. Bisping thinks Smith might have got a little too caught up in the moment and wasn't fully focused on the fight itself.
Co-main event, Anthony Lionheart Smith walked out for his final fight against Zhang Mingyang. We gave our predictions. I knew it was going to be tough for Anthony. I didn't want to put that bad negative energy out there. I didn't want there to be any narrative that I'm picking against him, but I knew it was going to be tough. Now, when you look at somebody walking out for their final fight, I mean, you never saw anyone looking like it was their final fight more than that. Talk about soaking up the moment, going over to his kids, and like, he just, and I'm not criticizing him at all. He didn't look like he was necessarily focused on the fight. He was enjoying the moment, and I understand that because I wish sometimes I'd have done that. I never stopped to smell the roses. I never walked out and soaked up this atmosphere because I was like, I'm going to fight. You know, and it's hard to do both at the same time. And it seemed like even when he got in the octagon, he was still like waving at people and stuff like that. And on the other side, you've got Zhang Mingyang, who's coming for one thing only. He's coming to stop you in the first round. He's going to come out the gates hard.
Well, man, I mean, having talked to Zhang, everything that he said that he was going to do and had prepared for, he had even trained with Johnny Walker, who had already faced Anthony and done a lot of leg kicks and things like he knew the calf kick was going to be major for him. The elbows, he knew he was going to try to get in close and try to tie him up, and the elbows were on point. And Anthony, having spoken to him, he knew that. He was prepared for that. And once that blood just started getting in his eye, he caught that first elbow. And I mean, dude, when you're shaking your head like this to try to get the blood out of the eye, that was the beginning of the end for sure. And he even told me, I got to talk to him a lot backstage, saw him later that night as well, hung out with him. And
how was it?
He is at peace, no doubt about it. He was with his friends and family. He had guys coming out of the woodworks that he hasn't seen in years at the bar afterwards, and ESPN crew, and everybody was kind of there, and he was just in great spirits, man.
Yeah, Sterling. This one's for you, bro. As somebody that was really happy with the videos, the collage that they put together for Anthony Smith. I mean, what he made of the whole career, how it ended, the middle part, what you remember, what you didn't like, what you liked. Like, give us a whole overview of what you think of Anthony Smith career.
Bro, look, bro. Dude had 60 pro fights. Dude was fighting back when, I don't know if y'all heard some of the stories he was talking about. Dude was fighting back when like some of the judges were chain smoking cigarettes as the fights were happening. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what was happening when he was starting into the fucking MMA world. And bro, Anthony Smith we talk about activity. Dude, for a moment, bro, was having 4 to 5 fights a year with killers. Let's never forget. All these names I know I'm gonna say where I know that we're at the end. Put Rashad Evans in a coma. Let's never forget that. Absolutely fucked up Shogun Hua. Made Hector Lombard his bitch. Beat the shit out of Gustafsson. I mean, like, everyone remembers the Glover Teixeira fight, but let's remember this. Man was getting the fuck beat out of him, pulled his teeth out mid-fight that fell out of his mouth, handed him to the ref in the 3rd round, and continued to go on for 2 more without quitting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get the turtle shelling up at the end of his career. I get all that funny shit everyone wants to say, but they've never even had a physical altercation in their fucking life. So it's wild to think that, bro. The tribute video was absolutely amazing. The walkout was amazing. I think the end of his career ended a bit weird, having like the Johnny Walker moment where he was like, you're hurting, you're trying to hurt my family. Everyone makes fun of that shit, which is crazy because the dude had a crazy ass moment where a dude literally was trying to hurt his family and beat the shit out of that guy who was on straight up everything in the world. And everyone remembers him getting slept to by Khalil Roundtree. Everyone talks about that old shit, but let's never forget, son. Let's never fucking forget. And Lane, I'm glazing all day. Let's never forget. He could have been the champ. He didn't take the Aljamain Sterling route, took it like a gangster, and went on to have a tough-ass fight with John Jones, bro. So, fuck all the hate that Anthony Smith gets, bro. I think the UFC did him a tad bit dirty. I've said it every single time. I think they should have gave him Volkan Oezdemir as his last fight. I think that would have been a fun last fight. They gave him an absolute motherfucking murderer who nobody in the UFC even wants to fight. This dude's probably gonna end up being the champ within the next year. So let's never fucking forget that. And overall, it's Lionheart till I fucking die, son.
Suck his dick, all right.
Hey, McDane, like, you know what you know, hearing what Felder said there, you know what I mean, him seeing all his friends that he ain't seen for a long time. And you know, sometimes we've said here on this show so many times that you're not always gonna get that Khabib walk away, you know what I mean, that Amanda Nunes type hanging it up. Not many fighters get those days where you win on your last fight, where you just hang it up. But this one here for Anthony Smith, do you think it was a good one for him? It's a good time to bow out, even with the way it happened and him going at people in the crowd and whatnot.
I think it's the right time to bow out. Yeah, I mean, like Sterling said, man, 60 professional fights. Dude was going in there and making bag. He was active as fuck, considering he wasn't even winning his fights. I mean, he was still going in there being active. Probably shocked everybody beating Petrino the way that he did. And
wild.
Like, I don't think he should have gone in and had this fight, especially against somebody with the KO power that he had. Coming in and got split with that nasty elbow or whatever the fuck it was that caught him.
No, it was a dirty elbow.
It was a dirty elbow,
It was a dirty fucking elbow.
It seems like he's in good places. Like Felder was saying, he's seen him that night and he was with his family, he was with his friends, he was in good spirits. He knows himself that he's done with the sport. He's going to go on and keep doing the pundit work that he's doing. He's going to keep doing the podcast stuff on paper with Anthony Smith. So enjoy retirement, bro. I mean, he's made his cheese. He's got his family. He's hopefully still got a lot of his health and he's not taken too much damage in more recent fights than past. Bro could have been the heavyweight champion of the world and went out in his shield like the Lionheart always does. I mean, I always, anytime we were making picks, I always backed Anthony Smith up until recent years.
Okay. Cross, you got any fond memories of Anthony Smith, you know, within his 60-fight career that, you know?
Don't be disrespectful, Cross.
I mean, my two memories, I remember him talking about Alex Pereira. I remember that. And then I remember the infamous on paper, John Jones isn't that good on paper. Like Sterling, I get it. You want to highlight all the good stuff, but let's paint the full picture now. Let's get the full picture painted. Like he did do all of those things, and you know, ended up with a little pound on his face. And I think the tribute video was a bit much. I mean, just like we talked about Stipe, a former champion, didn't get one, and we get a guy that was never a champion. They get it. I'm just saying.
You're calling him a journeyman.
Bro, what else can we call him?
Yeah, a legend. We can call him a legend. We can call him a legend.
I mean, yes. What else can we call him?
Exactly. And then on to top it off, man, like the whole like him Bisping situation, like that was a little sticky situation right there.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, hey, great career. He got to live out his dream, do his thing. You know, wish him nothing but the best in his new career, and looking forward to seeing him, you know, break down fights and doing his thing on the desk.
Oh man, Yao, you got anything nice to say about Anthony Smith's career? Oh, not so nice. Whichever way
everyone
you
said
take
all
it,
the
bro.
nice. What I really have to say is I think it was the right fight. I think he took a fight that was risky and dangerous because two things. One, if you win, wow, you went out like a fucking boss, a legend. If you lose, at least you got to lose like a legend. You got to actually get beaten up or like to actually fight, not just in a gimmick fight. So I think it was the right fight. As someone who was as active as he was, and the activity, like we said earlier, the activity is what kept him fighting, even though he was consistently losing and he wasn't in the right space. And we all knew he wasn't in the right space. The UFC knew he wasn't in the right space, but we were all like, okay, let's see him fight this time again. Even though we all knew he was gonna lose. Like when Dane said, you know, he always supported him until recent years, but Dane, that's not always. But cool. So yeah, I was very happy with his last fight. I'm looking forward to seeing
it did
him
until it
going
didn't
further. And I mean,
yeah.
But yeah.
I get it. I get it, boys. I get it.
Kraken. You got some for Smith?
I think Lionheart, man, is just a glorified Kevin Holland, you know?
Christ.
Yeah.
Kraken.
Sorry.
Come on.
Come on, man. What?
Come on, dog. You don't gotta look.
Somebody had to say it.
Down there with Yao
Somebody had to say it.
Hey, listen. You know, Kraken is one of those people you think, boy, you can't take him anywhere, bro. Like, you can't take this guy anywhere, bro.
Now you know why he's blocked. Now you know why.
Bro,
he came at Kevin Holland and Sean Strickland, y'all, in the same sentence.
Come on, man. He is a glorified Kevin Holland, man. Yes, we get that he took fights, you know, but he always came up short.
Not always.
You know?
Not always.
True.
Boys.
Yeah. Yes. But like, come on, man. He didn't defeat John Jones, you know, like come on, man. He didn't defeat
he didn't defeat the GOAT.
You know
yeah.
Pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Oh, all in. Oh, Jones is your GOAT now.
Why heavyweight?
We got it on audio. We got it on video and audio.
We got the receipt.
He said
that.
Fucking dope, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, we got it. We
shut that down. Shut that down right away. Fuck that.
Hey, cut it. Send it to me on any platform.
The GOAT of most people's opinion. All right, not mine.
Well done.
Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, man.
Oh
come
my
on,
God.
Man. He did it.
Come on, bro. You walked right into that, Olin.
That was
Olin, we're proud of you. We're proud of you. We're proud of you, Olin. We're proud of you.
Don't do that.
Hey,
don't do that, Cross.
I
Cross, don't do
that. I know
that.
it took a lot. I know it took a lot.
Cross, don't do that.
Hey, man. Yeah.
Oh,
man.
that was classic. Bro. I can't believe
He just couldn't. To me, he just couldn't cut it, man. He just couldn't cut it.
He cut himself in the stream. Shit.
Hey,
Yeah,
Olin,
man. That's it. That's it.
the floor is yours, Olin. Anthony Smith. Tell him why he couldn't take the belt from the GOAT. Come on.
Look, man, he couldn't take the belt from the GOAT because he had too much pride. The reason I don't declare John Jones the GOAT is because he's a cheater.
Oh, you did. You did. Oh, yeah, you did.
And
We
outside of the octagon. Hold on, we're not doing this, okay? We'll do this after the show, off the air, like maybe 2 more shots from now. It's not happening right now, though.
Come on, don't be crazy.
Look, a lot of people said a lot of good things about Anthony Smith, and some people said some bad things about Anthony Smith.
Yeah, they did.
Douchebags. But something I don't think anybody mentioned is his fight against Hector Lombard. I think that's probably my favorite
I mentioned
moment.
it, brother.
You did.
Hector,
You did. Okay.
Hey, Hector, you know who I am now?
You know who I am now?
As
Let's
he's
go, dude.
dog-walking him. As he's
In
dog-walking
between the
him,
second
get
and
that.
third round, just nasty stuff, bro. I remember the build up to that. Hector saying, like, I don't even know who this guy is.
Yeah.
And as Michael Jordan said in that documentary, and I took that personally. You know, he definitely took that personally. He went out there and he dog walked him.
Know who Anthony Smith is now, son. Don't never
I
forget
promise you,
dog walked.
Hector Lombard probably goes to sleep some nights and just randomly remembers. I know who that guy is.
Yeah, son. Let's never
He's
forget that.
he's fucking Lionheart Smith.
And Gustafson.
He's that guy.
And Gustafson. Don't forget that shit either. And Shogun Hua. And Rashad
Nasty
Evans.
stuff. No. I actually do forget about the Rashad Evans one.
My bad,
That's one of my favorite fighters of all time. And I wish that would have never happened. I wish he maybe would have went down to middleweight like years before then. But no, we do our best to forget about that. I'm actually going to do a shot because you just reminded me of that. And that's just a mean thing to do. We're barely halfway through the week and you're already making it a terrible one, bro. With that. Cheers, folks. How many people do we have right now watching? Ola?
724.
724.
Wow.
What I'm hearing is we need about 300 more to be at 1,000. So tell your friends. Tell your mom.
This
let
American
Sterling
at
like
the
that,
top
bro.
doesn't know how to do maths, brother.
I just threw out a number. I just threw out a number. First number came to my head. I was like 724.
Did you just make that up?
I just made that up. I just was like, we got this many people.
It's all fake news.
We got 100
It's phony stuff.
Bang on
It didn't
100
happen.
people.
But we
All right, we got 100 people. So what I'm hearing again is that you need to tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your family, because I promise you, even if we're not your favorite podcast hosts, we'll be your mom's favorite. So tell her. She'll tune in. And cheers to you. If you're drinking, raise one up with us. If you're not, I know my guys in here are smoking, so raise one up of those. Either way, folks, we appreciate each and every one of you. There's over 100 now. Let's make sure it's 300 in the next 10 minutes. Do the work. Hit the likes. Hit the shares. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, man.
Cheers.
Big love. Salute. And we've come to the end of the show, people. Big love to every single one of you that's been locked in with us. Salute to all our panel over here. Thank you for your time. You're always generous with it. I salute you. And people, make sure you pull up for the prediction show this Friday. McDay is not going to be here, but we're going to have some of the boys here for the prediction show. Make sure you pull up and come and see how we get the picks done, how I'm going to kick Yao in the head, just like Kraken's been kicking him in the head all through the fucking stream. I'm about to kick
Yo, you're muted, you absolute melt, brother. You tried to
No, I was not muted. No.
Yeah, he's now.
Are you sure? Because we didn't hear you.
What was he saying?
Were you lip syncing?
Yo, you're muted, brother.
You're muted.
Are you serious? Yeah, we're dead
You're
serious.
muted, brother.
You're dead serious.
Have you been drinking too? What's happening?
It's that weed.
It's McDade. It's McDade. It's McDade. He was muting me. I was not muted.
This dude's an asshole. This dude's an absolute.
Yeah, that dude is an asshole.
You are fake news.
That dude is an asshole. You're pointing the wrong way, you fucking idiot.
What do you mean? On my screen, I'm pointing at you. What does it say I'm pointing at?
No, on my screen,
You're pointing at Ola.
Oh, am I really? Ola,
Yes.
I'm sorry. Ola, I don't know what's happening there, mate.
Look,
Bro,
here's the thing. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you.
McDade didn't mute him. I did.
I'm kind of retarded.
Hola, bro. You asked me.
I accept your apology, though. I accept
Wait,
your
Ola,
apology.
you
Sterling.
muted him? Oh my
I
god.
accept your apology, Sterling. I accept your apology. Bro.
Wow, it was Ola? Oh, wow, how the turntables. Oh, my
I
goodness.
accept your apology, Sterling.
I mean, maybe Ola was doing it too, but it was me. I'm not gonna let the brother take all the heat.
Hey,
Crossover, can you give us just a quick recap of the entire show in just a few words?
Lakers in 5.
on that bombshell, we're out of here, people. Salute.
Peace.
Love.
Hey guys, this is John Anik from the UFC. You're watching the Fight Week show. Please subscribe. Not now, but right now. Subscribe to the Fight Week show. We'll see you guys on the road soon.